What's good, everyone? It's me, Joe. I'm back with another video, and today we're talking about the best horror movies, or my favorite horror movies, or horror movies you should definitely just watch. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit the thumbs up and press that notification bell so you can get notified every time I drop a video. And if I miss out any horror movies that you think I should definitely be watching, make sure you drop them in the comment section below. But if you want an instant response from me, hit me up on Twitter at JiCanWin. Blah blah blah. Spicy horror gif, all of them things there. Alright, now look, yeah, there's some movies here that are not making it to my list, and I'm just gonna put them out there now just so you know. But you should definitely check these movies out if you haven't watched them already, because they're pretty good, and they're some of the best horror. Do you know what? Yeah, I would just say this is like a required watch list. Alright, first we're starting off with the 1918 Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. If you ain't watched this, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but watch it. The 1973 The Exorcist, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original one. Do you know which one you should avoid? The 2006 one, Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. That thing's garbage. Dead. You also need to check out the 1978 Halloween. Yeah, I know at this point we've got like 10 Halloween movies and they've got more timelines than the X-Men, but just like, forget all of them ones, watch the original, and then what I'm going to tell you to do is check out the Rob Zombie one as well. Like, everyone hates it and it's got panned, but for me, that's actually the best, I don't know, the best incarnation of Michael Myers, the best character study of that guy as a villain that I've ever watched, and I love it. So make sure you check that one out. Alright, the next two on the list, I've got Alien and Jaws, and you're gonna be like, horror movies? They are definitely horror movies, but I kind of put them more in the monster movie category, but I'm gonna put them on the list just in case you haven't seen them. It's an excuse to watch two good movies. Alright, now I've got the 2004 Saw, and Mr. Blitztech is gonna be angry at me because I kind of told him it might make it to my top 5 list, but when I went through the list, I was like, nah. But I did need an excuse to throw James Wan up here because my man directs, you know, fire. And the original Saw for me is still the best Saw, so make sure you check that out. Alright, the last one on this required watch list is the 1984 A Nightmare on Elm Street. Now this is actually a movie that plagued me through my childhood, innit? Freddy Krueger for me is one of the baddest bad men out there. Like, my man, he catches you in your dreams, innit? Like, the ultimate place you're slipping, bruv. Like, you can't not slip in your dreams. Alright, I feel that's the required horror list to watch. You've got to check out all of those movies. But we're going to jump into my favorites, starting off with John Krasinski's 2018 A Quiet Place. Now, basically, you're on Earth, you got a family, and there's monsters killing everything that make noise. That's the premise of the movie if you haven't watched it. Sounds a bit mad? The movie is mad. Do you know why it's scary? Because humans make noise all the time. Everything we do is loud. We're obnoxious. We eat loud. We slam doors. We walk loud. So imagine there's something that kills you or is hunting you every time you make a noise and you've got small children. The movie's that peak. Get me? So I love this movie. Make sure you check it out. Starring Emily Blunt and her husband John Krasinski, who directs it. It's got a fire cast. It's not going to be one that disappoints. Alright, now this next one plays into the whole serial killer vibe I've been into recently. I don't know if you follow me on socials or whatever, you'll know like recently I've been really into like studying serial killers and stuff like that. And this movie, Silence of the Lambs, is a great study on serial killers, innit? The 1991 movie directed by Jonathan Demme, hopefully I'm saying your name right, starring Anthony Hopkins and Jodie Foster. Like, this movie, alright, so we've got an FBI agent who's trying to catch a serial killer who's killing women, and the only place she can go to kind of get information on the case is a badder serial killer than her, who is Anthony Hopkins. Like, that's the movie. It's fire if you haven't seen it, and you definitely got to check it out. Why is it scary? Because imagine chasing evil and then having to work with a bigger evil to catch this evil, but in that case you're still opening up yourself to letting evil into like your mind and into your life. Like, it's all mad. It's all mad. And Anthony Hopkins wears another man's face in it.
We got him on lactated ringers running, and the patient is on 10 liters.
I don't know, like, when I said it, it sounded sexual, but it definitely ain't. But yeah. Alright, next we got the 2015 movie It Follows, directed by David Robert Mitchell. Now this movie kind of took me by surprise. Wait, the cast, it's got Macabre in it and Kira Gilchrist. Like, this movie got me by surprise. Basically, the premises of this movie, like, in fact, I'm gonna talk to you I'm trying to keep the run time of the video down, guys. But basically, in horror movies, there's always like an infection that kind of gets people. Like, some people get bitten by stuff. Like, even in The Ring, if you watch something, it then infects you. But they take this to the next level with like a sexually transmitted curse. So every person you have sex with, it passes the curse along to them. Now, if you're like an adolescent and you're watching this, watch this movie. It will help you protect yourself anytime you think about sexual intercourse. And that's just some life lessons from Joe. Do I need to explain to you why this movie's scary? I don't think I do. I think you definitely need to check it out. It is fire movie. It's a fire, suspense, all of it. Check it out. It Follows. Alright, next on the list, I've got the 1998 Robert Rodriguez movie, The Faculty. Yeah, I know some of you purebloods are out there crying, Joe's got this on his fit. Yes, I do, bruv. This thing's mad. This movie's got kind of an ensemble cast. It's got, I'm reading it off the notes, bruv. It's a bit mad. James Harnett, Jordina Brewster, Claire Duvall, and Elijah Wood. Now, how does this work? Basically, there's a kid who witnesses a murder in his high school, but then he comes to school the next day and the person he saw got killed is alive, walking around, and he's trying to tell him that he watched this person die the day before, but no one believes. Even though I just told you that, that's not actually the premise of the movie. The premise of this movie is it's a body snatcher movie, and the reason why it's scary is because you don't know who to trust, who's on your side, who's not on your side, and how this thing is actually spread. I used to love this movie as a kid as well, man, so I would definitely say check this one out. The Faculty. Don't read the reviews, them man don't know what they're talking about. Listen to Joe. This is why we're here. This is why we've got this relationship. Yo, you should know what is the #1 movie on my list. Even though I'm not putting these into order, this to me is what horror needs to be moving forward for the rest of millennia, or until we have a new resurgence in horror. But the 2017 Jordan Peele Get Out. Yeah, you already knew I was going there, innit? Daniel Kaluuya, Alison Williams, and Lakeith Statham. Like, this movie's fire all the way around. But basically what happens in this movie is interracial couple, black guy goes home to meet white girl's parents for the first time, and everything that could go wrong in that scenario goes wrong, and some more. Why is it scary? I mean, if you got a white girlfriend, there's nothing more scary than being in this situation. And if you ain't got a white girlfriend, there's nothing scarier than watching this situation happen to someone who does have a white girlfriend. But what? I could have got mad there. But I'm just going to leave. Don't worry about it. But anyway, yeah, this movie's kind of crazy, fam. It's got a whole sick kind of social commentary on everything that's going on in the universe today. I think you should definitely check it out if you haven't. I feel like the whole universe has watched it already. But yeah, man, make sure you check it out. And if you like this, go and watch Us as well. That's fire too, but it didn't make the list. I'm throwing it in as an honourable mention. Wait, that makes it 15. I guess it was supposed to be on the list anyway. Bam! There are my horror movies for you. Look, jump in the comment section below and let me know what horror movies I missed off the list or are just your favourites. And if I haven't told you already, hit me up on Twitter at JiCanWin. Blah, blah, blah. Spicy GIF, horror things, all of that. I'm talking about movies on there all of the time. And if you want to get deeper into this movie club that I've got, head over to my Discord server. Link in the description below. We talk about movies there. We do watch-alongs there. We do a whole bunch of stuff there, innit? So come join the Domination. Other than that, guys, I'm Joe. And I'm going to see you in the next video. Peace.